y'all. This is Coach Brian with Brian Boxing, here to give you some boxing breaking news. So if you know anything was going on in the boxing world, you know that Manny Pacquiao is making his triumphant return. Well, no, we don't know if it's triumphant yet, and we just know it's a weighted return into the boxing ring against Jessie Vargas. So both of these individuals got some backstories. And we'll spend a little time talking about both, and then bring up some other stuff. So, anyways, this is first time Pacquiao has done a pay-per-view in a long time without HBO. I want to say probably the first time he's ever done a pay-per-view without HBO backing him. So I don't know what that means. I just know I haven't seen as much hype on it. I've only seen like YouTube commercials for it. The press conference didn't look overwhelming. The weigh-in didn't look it was too crowded. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna end up watching the fight, and not so much to watch Pacquiao, but I'm really liking this kid Jessie Vargas. I mean, to me, he's up and coming. And I just like people to get it done, no matter how they get it done. And he seems to have found his niche with his new trainer, Dewey Cooper. Dewey Cooper. God, I hope I'm saying that name right. So he's had a who's who of Hall of Famer coaches. Jessie Vargas has. So the first time we would have saw him was on the undercard of Algeria and Manny Pacquiao fight. He had Roy Jones Jr. in his corner as his coach. And then he had to drop Roy Jones due to conflict of training, meaning Roy Jones couldn't be down there for about 2 or 3 weeks during a training camp for other obligations. And so he switched and got Hall of Famer Eric Morales. Like, dude, that's a hell of a switch. You go from Roy Jones to Eric Morales. You just got them in your pocket like that. That's how it works. And that's when he was fighting Tim Bradley in that fight. So that fight was kind of dominated by Tim Bradley, So and then, well, Jesse Vargas did rock him at that last little bit, and I'm going to say that's the punch that changed Tim Bradley's boxing career, because from that point on, he dropped his coach Joe Diaz to go be with Tony Atlas, and then history is made then, So, that might have been the little boost that Jessie Vargas needed. It was kind of a controversial fight. There's still room to make a Jessie Vargas Tim Bradley Part 2. Most people wouldn't agree, but, just because of that one little incident at the end, could have been. And if you don't know, what happened was Jessie Vargas rocked Tim Bradley. And with roughly 10 seconds left into the fight, as Tim Bradley was obviously hurting against the ropes and Jessie Vargas was going in for the kill, the ref waved it off. Unbeknownst, it was just from the 10-second warning. He thought it was the bell, and so it was a whole bunch of Jessie thought he waved it off because, he thought he was, the ref waved off, was saving Tim Bradley, but really he was stopping the fight. And, there's all this confusion, so, But other than that, Tim Bradley won 11 of those rounds. So, anyways, fast forward. So, I guess I don't know what happened with him and Eric Morales. Maybe for whatever reason, they just didn't work out. So, went and got this guy, basically unknown in the boxing world, Dewey Cooper. I hope I'm saying that name right. Forgive me, I got a little sick, under the weather here. But anyways, so their first test was to fight for the vacant WBO empty championship against up-and-coming Salam Ali, right? Salam Ali was picked to be the favorite in this fight, and I think they picked Jessie Vargas in there because they wanted somebody to lay down for Salam Ali, you know, and most people picked that Salam Ali would probably outbox Jessie Vargas, but that didn't seem to be the case with this new Dewey Cooper. It seemed that Jessie Vargas had something that he may have not had in a lot of fights from a lot of trainers, and that was confidence in his skills. So, if you ever trained, if you ever coached, having a boxer who is confident in their skills, meaning like they know that they can hurt someone, so they're going to sit down on their punches, and throw them down the middle. They're going to throw combos. They're going to do everything that you're supposed to do, right? But when you're a little bit unconfident about that, unconfident in your skills, sometimes you pull your punches. Sometimes you're a little bit more defensive than normal, because you're worried about just hitting and pulling back. So you're not too confident in yourself. But it seems as though Jessie Vargas got real confident, because if you seen that fight, he turned it on the second half. And he dropped it. He dropped him. It was great. So he's going in with momentum, knowing that he's the welterweight. He is one of the welterweight world champions, WBO, WBA, and so that's great, you know. And listening to him, he's confident. You can tell he's confident. He's so pissed that anybody would ever think that he can't beat Pacquiao. He made a quote. He's like, Pacquiao's about to go in to the fight of his life. He said, I will be a younger, stronger, faster Marquez. And if anyone knows anything, Marquez's style, which is a counterpuncher style, which is a never die, I'll take a few to give you a few. He gave Pacquiao a run for his money every time. And, you know, depending on what side of the fence you are, you might have thought Marquez won all 4 of his fucking fights against Pacquiao, right? So there's that right there. So I'm watching it not so much to see Pacquiao win, but I want to see how Jessie Vargas does, you know? And if it's a close fight, dude, it's a win-win for Jessie Vargas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that it's not a dominant fight. I hope it's a close one, either side. That's what I'm looking for this weekend. So let me know. I'll have in the comment section or in the description of this video a poll link. You can let me know who you think is going to win. You know, are you going to think it's going to be Pacquiao? Do you think it's going to be Vargas? And you also let me know if you think it's a decision, TKO, you know. So Freddie Rhodes has been talking about that Pacquiao been hitting so hard he had to blame him, say the guy had rocks in his gloves. That's how hard he's been hitting. So, but if I was a fighter, I would love to have Freddie Roach on my team, because Freddie Roach talks so much shit for you, it's ridiculous, you know. Freddie Roach is like, oh, he's gonna beat the brakes off of fucking Jessie Vargas. This would be nothing. Blah blah blah. So it's really, I would like to have Freddie Roach if he was my coach, because he's gonna talk shit for you. You don't have to talk shit. So again, thank you so much for following and listening to my YouTube page. I appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button. If you don't know, that my goals for 2016 is to get 1,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel. And for every one of my videos, I'm trying to get at least 100 likes. So if any way you can help me out, please do. Was it like, share, comment, dislike this video and all my other videos. Thank you so much for all your support. Pride never quit. Brian Boxing out. Peace.